Okay, guys. Wait, it sounds weird. Does it not sound weird?
What sounds weird?
Do I sound weird?
No.
Right now, I thought I sounded like muffled. Okay, sorry. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Crochet Convos. My name is Lottie. And this is
Oscar,
my beautiful husband. And today we are trying a different setup. We're holding our mics. You're gonna be seeing different things coming from us because we're just gonna be we're learning.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress. This whole podcast, we're very new to it. Started off in our little my guest bedroom / office /
Everything.
/
Warehouse.
everything.
Storage.
Yeah, everything. So today's podcast is going to be what?
My tongue is numb.
Why?
I had a cough drop.
Oh, okay. Okay, but anyways, so today's podcast is gonna be a little bit, maybe a little emotional, maybe a little exciting, just a little different. I kind of told my husband literally right before this what we were going to be talking about. He had no idea. Maybe that's a better place to hold this.
I think so because my hand is getting sweaty.
Oh, okay. So 10 years ago, yesterday, my best friend, her name was Claudia and Lucero, and I met her in junior high. She passed away. And I kind of wanted to take this podcast to talk about grief, talk about healing, talking about losing someone. I know you're probably like, whoa, this is really deep, really fast.
Started really quick. Just going to jump right into it. But she was my best friend when I was in junior high and in high school. I mean, she passed away when I was a freshman in high school. So I was 14, turning 15 when I lost her, when she passed away. And she didn't just pass away from like natural causes. That's what's kind of hard about her death for me. And my husband knows about it. I mean, it's public like knowledge. Like her death wasn't something like, it wasn't like natural causes. Like she was murdered. And it's really like, it sucks for me to say out loud. It still sucks every time. Just being like, yeah, my best friend like was murdered, right? And I kind of want to take today to talk about grief because I've lost people. I've lost family members. You've lost family members. I feel like you've lost family members more to natural causes, whereas I've lost people. And if I laugh, y'all, please don't get angry at me. It's just, it's how I cope. Like I cope through laughing. Like when I'm angry, I laugh. When I cry, I laugh. So if you hear me talking about something and you're like, why is this bitch laughing about that? It's because I'm coping. But I kind of wanted to, I had a couple people who asked us questions and it said, what was the first one that I said? It was like, how do you support your partner through grief? And I thought this is a really good question to ask you because I feel like I've been grieving since we started, like, forever. Like, I've been grieving so many different things. Like, trauma, this, her. Like, I'm always... And you can agree, right? Where it's, like, December, I always get a little weird. But take the floor, my love. At first, I think when we were together... I was trying to get in my shoes get in your shoes in terms of, the grief that you were going through, just to see how I could help you out. Because, I mean, I'm not, it was like uncharted territory where, okay, I think at that point I don't think I had lost any family members. So I couldn't say like, well, this is how I needed someone to console me. And everyone's different. So I think you have to just figure out like get to know, for example, like me, how to know how you work, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And I think you just like having like that presence, and
Mm-hmm.
I can't say like everything's gonna be okay because I mean it wasn't okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a tragic thing
that the person in front of you they're not heroes. They can't bring anyone back. So you just have to be in the present state and just take it for face value, I think, and not move on, but like try to embrace what happened. And I don't know if it's embracing, but it's like trying.
No, I get what you're trying to say.
Just trying to be present and looking at in front of you. What do you have in front of you, and try to make the best out of it. And like some people, like if you were a joke put, like I would make jokes, but that's not how you would cope. Like you needed hugs and like, I mean, I think that's what you liked
for me.
Yeah, just being there,
presence.
Yeah, presence, and just being 100% there, not I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah,
it's really hard.
I know your way of conversating, and I understand what you were trying to say, and I was like, all right, dude.
It's because I can't just go.
I know.
That one's a really hard one.
No, yeah. I feel like on my side, and I'm not taking away any of your losses, obviously. I just feel like our way of supporting each other obviously was different, because yours, the way you lost your family, and it's not any less important than the way I lost my family. I'm just saying the two deaths were different.
It's different.
So like the way I supported you was different. So when your great grandmother or your uncles passed away, my way of supporting you was different. And I think when it really just depends on your partner, on how you're going to support someone when they are grieving. So for instance, like you, when you lost them, you go into this, like, you're quiet, you don't talk, and I go based off of your actions for that day. So if I notice you're with me a little bit more, if you're talking a little bit more, I tend to be there all day with you. Unless I feel those days back when I knew you were grieving, where I saw you were quiet by yourself, I was like, all right, today he wants space. So I gave you that space. Whereas for me, like you said, I needed you with me the whole time, because I felt so, I don't know if I don't think I have abandonment issues. I just feel like I have this, like, I feel like I've always dealt with feeling alone in situations, or losing people who are close to me that I love so, like, fast, that when I lose someone, I feel like I've had this, like, attachment to you, where it's like I've lost so many family members from, like, ugly things, that I get scared. Like, I'm very much like, I try to tell you I love you. I tell my parents I love them on the phone. I tell Vianney I love her every time I hang up, just because I think with my best friend's passing, I've found myself always looking at life like life is so short. I know we say that, where it's like, oh, life is so short, but it's like, no, like, life is really short. Like, I look at life very, like, I don't know if that's morbid, the way I look at life. I don't know if that's the right word, but I look at life and I'm very much like, fuck, like, today could be my last day. I know that's so bad, but I'm like, I wake up today and like, this could be my last day, because you don't know. Like, Vianney was supposed to come, like, I don't know how many weeks ago, and she got into a car crash where someone, like, did a hit and run. Like, obviously, thank goodness nothing happened to her or her son, but, it could have ended up a lot fucking worse. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's just, you have to take it, like how you said, at face value, and you have to see what your partner needs from you. You have to really read them, because everyone grieves differently. I grieve I feel like externally, like, I cry. Yeah. I cry. Like, I have so much inside of me pent up, and I, like, scream, cry, like I'm in pain, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like you're the complete opposite. You shut down, you're quiet, like, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with the way you grieve. It's just different than mine. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
What are we at?
10.
We have to
continuously watch my camera. You can hear me, right? Because this sounds a little weird to me.
It's because this thing's not like this.
I know, it's like this, right? It's like this, not like this.
Next videos will be hanging from the freaking ceiling.
It's gonna be up here. No. So, for me, I feel like we got another question where it's like, how long does it take to heal? And I feel like that was a really good question because it's like, I don't know if there's an answer to that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you could say an answer. I feel like you could be like, oh yeah, it took me like 6 months. But in reality,
it won't be my 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I think it really depends on you and what you consider healing. Because if I look at it, I always say, like, ever since my best friend passed away, I always have felt a little part of me missing. Like, I have always felt like a part of me died when she died. And for a long time, that part of me took over me. Took me over so bad. What's it called? How unprofessional of me.
It wasn't me. You immediately looked at my phone.
No, my silent mode was on.
Sure.
Now I have to put on my do not disturb. Sure. But what was I saying? Oh, so I just feel like a part of me was always like missing. So it's like when someone asks, like, how long does it take for you to, heal? I was like, am I fully healed? Like, I had to really think about it. I'm like, am I healed? But I feel like I'm trying to get through this sentence and the dogs are mother effing crying outside the door. We're back after I had to tell my dogs, no.
That's how you said it?
Yeah, I said, no. No, I yelled at them. I said, hey, go to bed. Anyways, so let me get through this motherfucking sentence.
Yeah.
So, relax, all right? Relax. Porque me tienes hasta acá.
We just started.
Me caes mal. Anyways, so I when they asked, like, how long does it take to heal, I was kind of like in a really weird space where I was like, I don't know if I'm fully healed. And I had to really think about it. And I liked that question because I feel like I've healed and like I've accepted it, for what it is, for what I can accept it for, because there's nothing I can do. I can't bring my best friend back. I can't continuously, like, I feel like when she passed away, I feel like for a moment I allowed myself to pass away as well, if that makes sense. Like, I was just so like, I was clearly, I let myself get to the darkest place, and then I had to find myself and realize, and now the way I look at life, and I tell you all the time, is like, I live for her. Like, I live through her. Like, the days that I don't feel like living, because we know I've had those feelings, I kind of take a step back and I'm like, all right, girl, like, you're still here. Like, you're still lucky enough to be here, which is something else I wanted to talk about, where it's like, sometimes I have guilt. Sometimes I have guilt that I'm still alive instead of her. And I feel like that's something I've always dealt with. And I don't think I've ever told you that.
Because you might be feeling that way because you're enjoying life and you want her to experience the same things that you were going. Because let's say if you weren't having a good life, then you wouldn't. Would you feel the same way?
I don't know, because when I was struggling with my anxiety and I was struggling with my depression at the worst it was, I still was feeling like it was unfair that I was living and she wasn't. Like, I just felt that, like, I have this guilt. Like yesterday, for an instance, I was racking my brain, right? That I was like, here I am with a husband, moved away from, where we grew up. And, like, I have dogs, I have a home, I have all of these things. And she didn't get to experience that. She didn't get to experience life. And my heart goes out to her. I just feel like life's not fair sometimes. Like, it's not fucking fair. Like, I don't believe in that everything happens for a reason. I don't believe it. I don't believe that a 14-year-old should have been raped and killed. I don't believe that. I don't believe there's a reason for that. I believe she just got dealt a fucking shitty hand, and life was taken away from her way too soon. So I get in this place every time it's December, and every year that I get older, and it's like kind of like a year goes past where it's like I'm farther and farther away from her in a sense, because I haven't been back to the cemetery for like over 4 years to go see her.
4 years?
Yeah. Last time I saw her, I was 20. And I remember that because when we went to the cemetery and I saw her picture, remember I got so emotional because I'm like, here I am, 20, and she was 14. We were 14. We were the same age, you know? And I feel like I have this guilt sometimes where it's like, one day me and you are going to have a baby. And like, she didn't get to experience that. I know she wanted to be a mom. I know she wanted to do all these things. I know she wanted to be a makeup artist. I know she wanted to be in school. Like, I knew she wanted to do all those things. So when I didn't want to go to school, I was like, I got to go to school because she didn't get to have that chance and I do. So she kind of helps me. Like
push through the hard days?
Yeah, through the hard days. She's very much like my my push. And I just want to tell people, like, it's like, I just wish people could have met her. I wish you could have met her. I mean, you met her like at her, you know, at the cemetery. I introduced you to her and I cried. And I just wish people could have met her and knew what type of person she was, because if people love me, oh my god, people would love her. She had that personality that if you walked into the room, like, if she walked into the room, like, eyes all went on her. Like, she was that girl. Like, she was really that person. Like, she was so beautiful. I was going to say something, but she was a kid, so I cannot say that. At the time, I wanted to share, like, some fun memories that I had with her as well, where it's, like, I think one of my favorite memories was I had junior high. I had PE with her, and it was a pool day. And our PE was like 6 hours, so we had it at the end, so we didn't give a fuck, right, you know, if we got wet. Like, if you had it second hour, girls wouldn't want to wet their hair because then they're wet for the rest of the day, you know. So I remember we went in to the pool, and it was like a fun day. Like, it was like Friday or something, I don't remember, but like the coach was letting us do whatever the fuck we wanted. And she tried to push me into the pool, like where the diving boards were at, and like, she's little.
Well, did you know how to swim?
Yeah, I do know how to swim.
No, back then.
Yeah, I've known how to swim forever, bitch. What do you mean? You knew how to swim?
Not until I don't know what age.
After your Boy Scouts, that's for sure. That's for fucking sure.
I don't remember what age. Like 10? 11?
Well, anyways. We'll get into that right now. But, we'll get into when you learned how to fucking swim after I tell you about my dead best friend, baby. Took that little laugh right out of you, huh?
Go ahead.
Shut up. Anyways, so she tried to push me in. She was a little thing. Couldn't push me in. So I, like, grabbed her, basically swung her around and threw her in the pool. And I don't know why she didn't wear a bra. I don't know what it was, but, like, she was very developed, way more developed than the rest of us. And her boobs just, like, flung out of her shirt. Like, and I was like, dude, no. I was like, put them away. And she was like, oh my god, she got on. I was like, dude, I saw everything. And we were just dying laughing. And those were one of my favorite memories. Or, like, me and her, she would sleep over at my parents' house, like, my house, like, when we were younger, so much, like, during the summer before freshman year of high school. And we would just stay up at night laughing, cracking up. And, like, at that point, before her, I was going through some of the hardest times in my life because I had gone through some pretty gnarly shit when I was younger. Same thing goes with her. I mean, I don't hide it. Like, someone took, like, I walked home one time from my junior high, and someone decided, like, they saw a little girl, so they're going to take advantage of her. And that was me. And I feel like before her, I was in such a dark place. And that summer that we were together, every night, laughing, I could finally, like, sleep. You know, like, sleep like I wasn't alone. Like I had someone. And it was just hard. Like I get emotional, and I'm not gonna cry too much. But she just was the only person who, like, I knew she felt what I felt. I knew she felt the heartache that I felt, or, like, you know, our innocences at that age were taken away, and, like, that really fucks with your head. And so some of my best memories were just, like, us laughing at the stupidest shit. She would go with me to go watch my dad play soccer or go to tournaments. Like, she was just, like, there.
She was like a sister.
Yeah, she was, very much. Like, I loved her. I loved her so much. But yeah, it's been 10 years without her. She still has yet to get justice, and fingers crossed, you know, at some point this fucking trial is going to end. And I hope she gets justice for what they did to her. I'm not going to talk about the details of what happened to her on here. That's not my place to say. You guys can look up Claudia and Lucero Mesa, whatever, and you guys can read whatever you guys want to look up, but I'm not going to talk about it here. But I just wanted to do a quick little zerp about her for the beginning of the pod. But let's talk about how my husband didn't know how to swim for the ripe age of 19.
19? Did you know I went to go... I had swim lessons?
No. You had swim lessons?
Swim lessons.
You bougie bitch.
Because we tried the whole thing, like, shove him in the pool.
And you almost died?
No, I just couldn't swim.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So my parents...
No fucking way, dude.
It's embarrassing.
Your parents put you in swim lessons?
So they're like, yeah, and I was like...
That's like white people stuff.
I was like...
I'm sorry.
8? 9? I can't remember. So we went to YMCA.
No fucking way, Oscar. You're lying.
I had swim lessons.
You're lying.
I swear.
So you know how to swim because you went to swim lessons?
No. That shit didn't even work.
What?
No. We had the whole paddle thing, like, put the board. Swim, like, put your head like this. Breathe, like, proper swimming. They try to teach you proper swimming. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many weeks. It couldn't have been more than a month, for sure. Got out of that. Probably, I want to say, in less than a month, I jumped back in to that same pool and I learned how to swim.
Oh, so none of the techniques that they showed you used.
Because it was proper swimming like this. Breathe. Like, that stuff.
Now, what'd you do when you jumped in? Doggy paddle or what, bro?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. I didn't take swimming lessons. That's for fucking sure. But
they didn't work.
I think they did work. I think they did work. I think they did work. I think they did because there's no way, like, they threw you in and you didn't know how, and you went to classes and then you jumped in and you knew how all of a sudden. Like, you knew at least how to float after that.
I knew how to float face down, and then
face down.
Yeah, one of the tests was, you know, like, float on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Could not. Like, I couldn't.
If our kid ends up not athletic, we know whose genes it is.
But now I'm a damn good swimmer. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No. When's the last time you went swimming, bitch?
Doesn't matter. Throw me in the pool right now.
Let's go golfing.
Let's go.
Dear Nick, oh Lord.
I think I'm a pretty good swimmer now.
I don't know. I don't think you're that good of a swimmer. I'm just kidding. In a race, dude, me. I would go laps around you. Oscar, you would get in the water. I'd already be on the other side, dude.
I know how to float face down, face up.
You don't know how to float.
Huh?
You just said you don't know how to float.
Yeah, 11 years ago. More than that.
Oscar, you still don't know how to float, babe. Anyways, all right. I'm not going to fight with you or, like, what you can and can't do that I know you're lying about. But I think I'm a pretty good swimmer. I think I'm definitely more of the adrenaline junkie out of us two as well. I think I'm a better swimmer. I think I jump off things more than you do.
Yeah, but doesn't mean you're a good swimmer.
Yeah, it does, because I'm confident enough to go into the deep and swim back.
That's not being a good swimmer.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
If listen to what I have to say.
Your turn.
It is my turn, bitch. So listen.
Go ahead.
I think I'm a better swimmer because I'm so confident in my swimming that I can jump into deep ass waters and know that I can swim back. I don't have to wear a little life jacket like you do, baby. Your little life jacket you like to put on and clasp on. Because obviously you can float.
Did you wear one?
When we canoe.
That's
time by law.
When we went to Mexico, you wore one.
Where?
Where
we legally had to wear one, but when I jumped off into a cenote, where was my fucking life jacket?
When you
they
jump
gave
off
us
a cliff,
one.
you don't jump with one.
Yeah.
They didn't know. When you're jumping off a cliff, you shouldn't wear one. Because right when you hit the water...
No.
This jacket's gonna try to...
I think you're not listening. I'm telling you, I didn't wear a life jacket because...
When you're jumping.
What?
That doesn't count. When you're jumping off a cliff,
How does that not count? So if I was not a good swimmer, there would be no way that I would jump off a cliff. That I would jump off a cliff into deep water if I wasn't a good swimmer. If I wasn't a good swimmer, that'd be fucking stupid to do. Yes or no? If you're a bad swimmer... No? So if I'm a horrible swimmer and I jump into something deep, that's a good idea because I'm not a good swimmer.
No, look. Now, can I say something there?
Go ahead, but you're pulling a Bobby. You sound dumb.
My turn.
Yeah.
Okay. When you jump off a cliff...
Make it fast because I don't have patience for you today.
We're good. When you jump off a cliff... You have to know how to swim, but doesn't mean you're a good swimmer. That means you're good enough just to float back up. Hold on. Are you more confident of jumping off a cliff? 100%. I'll give you that. Go swim, I don't know, a mile that way and a mile back. That's being a good swimmer. How strong you are.
That makes no
or like,
sense.
Okay, stand in a 20-foot deep pool and just stay in the same location and see how long you can last.
That's holding your breath. That's not swimming, bro.
No, just swimming.
Like, oh my god, this guy.
That's being a strong swimmer.
You just said. Okay. You makes you confident jumping off the cliff. I have confidence. I have confidence jumping off I have confidence in my swimming capabilities that I can go deep and swim back up and not have to worry about it. That's your perspective. Because you just did your perspective.
When people jump off a cliff, they're not worried about coming back up. It's a height.
No, because you're thinking about something different. I'm not worried about the height.
I am.
I'm not.
I'm not worried about the swimming.
I'm not worried about the swimming either. And I'm not worried about the height. I'm worried about having a good time. So it shows you my confidence in both capabilities. You're saying like, oh, if you jump into deep ass water,
doesn't make you a strong swimmer. It
does make me a strong swimmer because I'm freaking doing laps all the way up from how deep I go in.
Laps? Where?
Oscar, dead ass? You're being dead ass.
We need the people to tell us what's a stronger swimmer, jumping off a cliff or swimming a mile out.
I'm not saying that that's not a strong swimmer, going a mile out and going a mile. That's endurance. That's a strong swimmer. You can look at it in different ways, though. It's like, are you a strong swimmer because you're fast? Because strong swimmers are fast. Doesn't mean they have endurance. You can swim for a long time, and that means you have a lot of, like, what is it?
Aerobic
endurance. But that doesn't mean that you're a strong swimmer.
I think we're going to move on.
No. I think you're in denial that I'm a better swimmer than you.
Oh, you're not.
That's the fight.
No, you just okay. Look, you like adrenaline, right?
I like adrenaline, and I like swimming longer for you.
No.
I like swimming longer than you, bitch. I just swallowed my hair. Good. Okay, what do you want to bring to this table? Anything you want to talk about today?
Any more questions that people are trying to ask?
We didn't have that many, honestly. Other than that, like, I just had to do my, like, I just wanted to give my little zerps about Claudia. Like, rest in peace, my love. I love you.
That's cute.
Thank you. You want to talk about your grandma?
No.
Okay, moving on then. Anything you did? Anything you want to talk about? Yesterday we had a good conversation about
what was that? Bring it up so I can like.
No, I don't know. I don't know either.
You do know.
I don't know. That's your fault for not remembering, homeboy. I told you.
We were driving.
I told you to come prepared.
Prepared
to the pod. And you don't ever come prepared. I'm the only one who does notes.
I think the
I'm the one
people
who
should
sets it up.
be coming up with questions.
No. It's not always on them, dude.
I know.
Anyways, but like, hold on. Let's talk about your Boy Scout and like journey.
Sure.
What kind of Boy Scout were you?
I started as a Cub Scout.
Oh my God. What kind of Boy Scout were you?
I remember it was like life.
Caes mal, Oscar. Caes
What?
mal. What did you tell me you were? A junior something leader? Yes or no?
It was just... It's like a patrol leader or something like that.
No,
I think that's
you
what they're
know
called.
the freaking name. You know the name word for word.
Dude, I think it's a patrol leader. It's been a long time. I was going to give you a full run through.
You started off a Boy Scout.
Nope.
Bear
Wrong.
Scout.
Wrong.
You started off as a Bear Scout.
Wrong.
You just said a Cub Scout.
That's different.
A bear and a cub?
What's a cub and what's a bear?
They're both bears.
Okay, but what's younger?
A cub.
Exactly. A cub only
But
lasts...
a cub is not a bear? So a
when it
cub is
grows
not a
up.
bear.
When it grows up. That's why when little kids are in Boy Scouts, they're called Cub Scouts. They're not Boy Scouts.
Ooh, that's kind of cute.
Those are Cub Scouts.
Okay, so you start off as a fucking Cub Scout. Got
Cub
it.
Scout.
Moving on. What's next?
You're rushing me through this.
You're in a mood today. You're sassy today.
I'm sassy.
Ooh.
So I started as a Cub Scout.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start roasting, huh?
No, go ahead.
Okay. And I had two choices: the Cheetah group or the Falcon group.
Mm.
I chose the Falcon group.
Mm-hmm.
I should have chosen the Cheetah group. The Cheetah group was cooler.
It was good, as in
Cooler.
like, oh, cooler. Why?
Cooler.
Like cooler people
Like
in
cooler
there.
people.
What? The people in your Falcon group were like, man, fuck that guy, fuck that kid.
All those people in the Cheetah group were fast, strong.
You think what? Would you guys like have to do relays or some
yeah,
shit?
relays and like, cause yeah. And on the Falcon group,
Y'all
all
had
smart,
all smart,
and I was the only.
You were the only fast
I
one.
was the only fucking athletic one. No, there was two people.
Were you the only brown ones?
I was the only brown one. In both groups.
Oh man. And you were the athletic one of that group. So that group was hella unathletic if you were the most athletic.
But like this. Like we had we had relays where it was like a playground, right? You know, have like tubes and you have to jump. We would do a relay, how fast we were timing it, like how fast you can run through the playground. That group was always fast.
Dang.
But I was keeping up with them, but
faster.
I wasn't the fastest. Sometimes I was. I mean, I can't remember all the things we did, but I was the only one in my group that was like the fastest.
Okay.
But and then I moved on.
Onto
to
Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite memory from Boy Scouts?
Hiking in Yosemite.
Were any of the people that you had the Boy Scouts with creepy? Like the older men?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No, they were all super
Decent
nice.
human. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Yeah. I never encountered a
creepo?
pedo.
A pedo?
Yeah.
They're out there. They're alive and well, man.
I'm sure there are. Yeah. Hiking in Yosemite. Because we got lost as a 13-year-old in the woods.
But you made it out.
But like in the moment, this is after 20 miles of hiking, and then we had 10 miles left. And those 10 miles left, we had to go to the campsite. And there was 3 of us. 2 of us were from the Cheetah group.
Died?
No.
Oh.
Jeez. And I was from like the Falcon group, right?
Okay.
And we told our leaders like, hey, can we just like go forward because they were so slow?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, just don't go far. We went far and we got lost. And we're like, okay, everyone, pull out all the money that you have. because we're probably gonna end up in a random town. We're gonna need a cab, and we need to call our parents. So we took all our cash. I had $80. We were out there for a week.
$80?
Yeah, I had $80.
Dang, cash?
Cash.
Wait. So you had $80 in cash. You were lost with these 3 kids because you didn't listen to your people and you went far. So technically, you got yourself in that spot.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So everyone was pulling out their money, and we're like, we're probably gonna end up in this random town. And by the time our people come, like we can get some wings, some pizza, and then wait for them. Right?
What kids think about?
Yeah, and we're like, yeah, we're totally lost. Hours pass. We're just walking.
Yeah.
We land exactly at our campsite.
So you guys just did like a big circle or what?
I don't know where. That was not the path we should have taken.
That reminds me of that show From. You were in From.
I don't even know where we're at. We literally came from behind the campsite.
Fucking
and we got
insane.
it. Yeah. We didn't get lost.
I feel like when we have kids, if we have a boy, do you want them in the Boy Scouts? Do you think it benefited you in a way? Or was it just something fun to do for your kid? Does it actually serve a purpose? No offense to any Boy Scouts out there, but offense.
It does serve a purpose, but I feel like it could have been done the same thing through sports.
Because your brothers did karate, didn't they?
And my middle brother Emma, he did Cub Scouts, but then once it was time to go to Boy Scouts, he didn't go. He didn't want to anymore. Then he started doing like karate and.
What did Cheap do with his life? Cheap no sirve para nada. Huh?
This kid. So Emma was in the Cub Scouts, and Cheap would always go to his classes. Would do everything, but was not in it.
Oh, so he was just there.
He was just there.
Dude.
He would always be in the activities. Like the funniest moment was when they were playing Duck Duck Go. Cheap was playing.
Cheap is Oscar's youngest brother, mind you.
And what was he saying? It was the funniest thing. I'm forgetting when he comes. We're at the dang it!
Oh my gosh!
Dang it!
Ay, Oscar.
Wait! I need 10 seconds.
Okay. Ya, perdiste.
Dang it! Anyways, he wasn't saying duck. He was saying some random ass word.
Fuck.
Not a cuss word. Maybe a cuss word, but it wasn't like that vulgar. And everyone and like the leader was dying laughing because he's like, "What is he saying?"
Was he saying cunt?
No.
That's more vulgar, huh?
Yeah, way.
Wait, can I say that?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Well.
But yeah.
I think we're gonna see if we even have time. Maybe when Cheap comes, we'll like have him on the pod. Who knows?
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? You thought it was beneficial, maybe. I was like, you think sports were better then?
I think sports because I mean, it definitely. If I was in the Boy Scouts, I mean, I wasn't playing a sport.
Okay.
And it's during that time during junior high where like you need to be doing a sport if you wanted to be better.
Yeah.
I definitely missed out on a couple of those.
Here's a good question, though. When we have kids, we've had this conversation. If our kid ends up athletic, is it going to be from you or is it going to be from me?
I'm not answering that.
Oh, why?
Because it comes from me, baby.
Oh, you wish. But I need you to tell me why. I feel like this is like we should have this conversation on and plead, and then we'll let everyone else decide, and they can take that for face value, and they can be the ones who decide who. I think, okay, like one's easy. If our kids have curly hair, me. If our kids are really smart, it's you.
I mean, you're still smart.
I mean, I'm not book smart. I was never book smart. Like, I wasn't dumb, like, but I feel like high school like grades, you can't really take them like that seriously because like if you just
Doesn't
showed
count.
up, you could get a C.
Yeah. People who fail
People who feel like deadass just
Deserve
didn't
to fail.
show up. What's it called? But if you, I was never like a straight A student like you or anything like that. I got honors when I graduated high school, but like I just like it was like barely by the skin of my teeth, you know, because I really really tried. But I feel like I'm more street smart than you for sure. Sure. Yeah, I for sure had more street smarts than you. But I think if we had a kid that's smart, like intellectually smart, I think it's gonna be from you, like your genes.
Sure.
Because I don't know. I feel like you and your brothers are very smart. I do believe that. But athleticism is where I feel like it's a toss up. I think it's from if our kids are smart, it's gonna be from Oscar.
It definitely came more natural to you. Like I had to work more to what if I wanted to be better, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you just gave in.
I mean, that's the truth. I'm not gonna like beat around the bush.
I thought you were gonna make this more fun for me. You just gave in.
Because I try to think of points.
You know what you just did? You just possumed. You just possumed. You just said...
No, I didn't possum. I just moved on.
You fucking possumed.
I just moved on.
Moved on from what?
I'm like...
You moved on from what? You ain't moving on from me ever.
I was like, I'm like, I'm not going to fight this one. It's like...
You're so boring, dude. You're boring today. You're boring. Liven it up. Fight with me. Toxicness. I love it.
That's what the people want.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but deadass, they will be more athletic if and it's from me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think our kids, since he won't name it, I will. Oscar and I both were captains of our soccer team our senior year of high school. So you were captain and I was captain. Cute.
That is very cute.
I think both of us work out a lot. I think both of us played soccer for a very long time in our lives, but it's like what you said. I didn't have to work as hard for it. But I think if I would have actually worked hard, I think I would have played soccer for longer. But I didn't have a passion for it the way you and my sister and my dad and everyone else did. But yeah, I do think our kids would be athletic if it comes to me. But for some reason, I just think they're going to come out. They're going to be like you.
Oh, they're hitting the gym. I'm gonna tell you that.
No, yeah, I really do want to put our kids through stuff. I'm not pregnant, okay? We're not pregnant. I have a pad on right now.
Jeez.
I do. It's my lady days.
It's that week.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to say?
These are fun.
Yeah.
No,
I have a good time. Just sitting here talking to you. That's why I wanted you to come prepared so we could have something to conversate. But your bitch ass didn't bring nothing.
Next week.
All right, then. Come what?
I was saying I'm gonna come with guns blazing, but I said gluns.
Gluns blazing. But all right then. Well, I think this is where we can stop the pod. I guess I want to tell everyone, if you have a family member or a significant other, a best friend, take the time to say, hey, I really love you today, because life is very, very short. To my best friend up in the sky, I miss you every day. It's been 10 years and you'll get your justice one day, right?
100%.
100%. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to comment any questions you might have or topics that you want us to go over next time. Maybe controversial topics you want Oscar and I to argue about, because funny enough, Oscar and I have opposite feelings about everything. Everything. Our beliefs, our views, everything. So if you guys want to hear us argue, or just basically me argue and Oscar possum,
no.
leave us leave us a comment. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Later.
Oh, wrong one.